Good afternoon, Miss Mapang. I am Emmanuel V. Lisandra from second year Delta, and I am here to discuss the Merchant's theory of anomy, provided with 5 modes of social adaptation in the face of strain. First is a conformity, second is innovation, third is a ritualism, and fourth is retreatism, and lastly is a rebellion. Robert K. Merton's theory of anomy is one of the most important ideas in sociology that helps explain why people behave differently when they face pressure from society. The word anomy means a state of normlessness when society rules and values become unclear or hard to follow. Merton said that people experience a strain when they are encouraged to reach society's goals like wealth or success, but not everyone has equal opportunities to achieve them. Because of this strain, people adapt in different ways. Merchants identified 5 modes of individual adaptation. As I said, the first is a conformity. Second is innovation. Third is ritualism. And fourth is retreatism. And lastly is rebellion. Let's go through each one and understand them with examples. First is a conformity. This is the most common response. Conformists accept both the cultural goals and the approved ways of achieving them. They believe in working hard, following the rules, and playing fair to reach success. For example, a student studies diligently, gets good grades, graduates, and finds a good job to achieve success in life. Even if they face difficulties like financial problems, they still choose to follow society's rules rather than cheat or give up. Conformity keeps society stable because most people follow this path. Second is innovation. Innovators also accept society's goals like wanting to be rich or successful, but they reject the accepted ways of achieving them. Instead, they find new or even illegal ways to reach their goals. This usually happens when people feel that hard work and education won't give them a fair chance to succeed. For example, someone might want a wealth but can't get a high paying job, so they turn to illegal activities like dealing, drug dealing, theft, or online scams. In simple terms, innovators believe in the goal but cheat the system to reach it. Um, Third is ritualism. Ritualists give up on society's big goals but continue to follow the rules and routines. They don't expect to achieve great success, but they still do what is expected of them. For instance, a government employee who no longer aims for promotion but still goes to work on time and follows all the regulations is a ritualist. They do everything by the book but without ambition or hope for something greater. Ritualism represents people who value the rules more than the goals themselves. Fourth is a retreatism. Retreatists reject both the goals and the means of society. They give up on trying to succeed and withdraw completely from social life. These are people who stop participating in society system altogether. Examples including drug addicts, alcoholics, or homeless individuals who have lost motivation to achieve or to follow the rules. They retreat from society because they feel disconnected or hopeless about fitting in. Retreatism is often seen as a form of escape from pressure. Finally and lastly is a rebellion. Rebels also reject both the goals and the means, but unlike retreatists, they want to create new ones. They don't just give up, they fight for change. They want to build a new system with different goals and rules that they believe are fairer or better. For example, revolutionaries, activists, or reformers who fight against corruption, inequality, or injustice represents rebellion. They reject the existing social order but aim to replace it with something new. And the conformists in the conformists follow the rules and aim for success. Innovators break the rules to achieve the same goal. Ritualist is a follow rules without caring about success. Retreatist is a withdraw from society altogether. Rebels reject the system and try to build a new one. This theory helps us understand and not only normal behavior but also deviant behavior, why some people obey the law while others break it or try to change it. Merton reminds us that people's actions are shaped by the opportunities and pressures they face in society. When people don't have fair chances, they adapt in different ways to cope with the strain. So in simple terms, Merton's theory of anomy explains how inequality in society can lead people to respond in 5 different ways. Some positive ways, some negative, but all are attempts to deal with the same social pressure to succeed. And that's all for my discussion about the Merton's theory of anomy, provided with 5 modes of social adaptation in the face of strain. Thank you.